comes and around about that time, registration came along. After registration came, I saw Deja. Oh, I think DJ saw me. I don't know how it went, but either way it go, DJ got this smile, bro, out this world. Like, that's the smile she gave right there. And so, like, I remember we was talking. I had her dying laughing, man. I don't know what I was talking about. I know I'm funny, but I mean, she was acting like I was being like a straight up comedian.
Was funny.
That's what she had told me. She had just broke up with her boyfriend, and I had just broke up with my girlfriend that same year. Still in my mind, I'm like, maybe I can see something. I was like, nah, probably not. So then I saw Bishop. Bishop comes up to me and says, you know, my daughter trying to figure out how she can get some singing so she can sing like you. And she gonna say, Daddy!
Cuz, like, who told him to say that?
God, why she had to look like that? So, I said, okay then. December comes, I finally gets the gut to act. Now, mind you, while we at school, I do not talk to Deja. I don't even know what DJ lived at. All I know is her and Raven are roommates. I text her one time that year, and that was when we had the little, what we call Ram Rush at the school, which is basically a week of activities for freshmen. Well, I went to the little skating thing. I thought DJ was coming, but she didn't. Because DJ don't like to go nowhere now, and she didn't like to go nowhere then. Period. And so, I didn't talk to her at all. And then one night, her and another former church member of ours, Courtney, was going live one night singing. I went on. And I sang, I don't know why Jesus loved me. And I was doing some run. And all I remember is DJ talking about something. Like she had never heard the run before. I wasn't even really singing for real like I sing now, but she was so fascinated. I was just like, this girl is really fascinated by me singing. I know I don't sound like that good for real.
But to me, it was different because I had never heard anyone that was the same age as me that sung so powerfully.
Well,
it was a breeze for him.
I think,
like, how?
Yeah, December came along, so one day I was riding in my car, and I said, I'm gonna ask her. And I called her up. I got this place. It's a nice place. It's called Billingcraft Gardens. Have you ever been? She was like, no. I said, well, it's a place for Christmas lights, and I really want to take you there. I said, would you mind like being my date? And she was like, I would love to. So then she said, but I gotta go. I'm going out of town because her birthday was coming up. Her mom was going out of town. She said, but I'll call you when I get back. I said, okay. So as soon as I hung up, I was like, Lord, I can't believe this. Because I had just told my brothers now about her and how I was gonna pull her. Well, she told me she came back, and I never went through with the date.
Sure didn't. Let's make that known.
I never went through with the date. Basically, because I ran out of money, so I didn't want to say that to her, so I just didn't call her back. So, come to find out, me and DJ was in the same piano class, and every day we flirted. I was doing most of the flirting, but she wasn't blocking it at all. She was enjoying it. So I was doing the stupid stuff. Of course, she was laughing. One thing I don't like about that class, we had to do a final playing Jingle Bells. I think it was. And DJ got up there and did hers. Well, I remixed the song because I didn't study for it. So when I started doing my little thing, it was like, no, that's not right, no. So then Messy gonna say, you want me to come show you? I said, no, ma'am. No. So the lady was like, she didn't call her Deja. She said, Deja, would you come show Ty and I play Jingle Bells? So she gonna walk on the princess on over. And I said, I don't need your assistance, bro. And that lady gave DJ my bonus point to her grade. And all she did was nail. And go tell me, how you gonna remix the song and don't even play it like it's written? So long story short, I was dating another girl at the time, and that didn't go like I wanted to. It was just something really that I did. And that's one thing I want to tell you. Don't make yourself get in a relationship if God hasn't ordained it, because you will be miserable. And I'm not going to say I was miserable, but I was upset because I knew I didn't want to be with her for real. And I was just having her to be there to fill a void that I had from the other girl I had just broke up with. But my eyes, I really didn't want to be with this person. And so she was a good person. She wasn't mean. She wasn't ugly at all. She's very pretty, and she's a very sweet, sweet at heart and everything. But it just wasn't what God wanted me to have. And I was doing stuff out of season. And the whole time I was catching feelings for DJ. the more I looked at DJ, the more I would hang around. Because by the time I was coming in her room, because her and Raven, my best friend Raven was roommate, which is her cousin, they were roommates. And so I would come in there and and the DJ was goofy as crap. And so I would, flirt with DJ and stuff. But I was really starting to catch feelings for Deja. One day I asked her when was Bible study. Because I had Bible study on Tuesday at the church I was going to. Finally, she told me it was on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. I came, I sat on the front row. They made me sit on the front row, Kale. I tried to sit in the back. She made me sit on the front row. Come on, elder. I said, ain't nobody got to know I'm here.
Because he was an elder.
But still. So DJ was singing, I never forget she was singing, what is it? Awesome. And I was just like, wow. I was like, wow. To go along with the beauty that she had, and she has such an anointing on her life, and I was just like, this is all I've been praying for. I've always wanted to be with somebody that can sing and usher in the spirit and be Holy Ghost filled too. She was filled with, I was able to hear her tongues and everything. I was just like, wow, this is everything I wanted. But I still trying to figure out how this was gonna happen. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not her type. I'm not her type. So, opportunity came up. We had this dance.
Spring formal.
Spring formal. And so I asked her to go with me. She's like, I ain't I said, girl, I'm single, DJ. I said, I'm single. I don't go with anybody. I said, and I don't want to go with my friends. I really want you to go with me. I said, we can just go as friends. She was like, okay. I said, don't worry about it. I knew I'd get her. I said, I already paid for your ticket. I ain't got no money to get in school. I ain't got no more money to get in school. I said, you ain't got to worry about that. I got you. I got your bus fare because I'm driving. I got your gas fare because it's my gas. I got your ticket and I'm paying for your food. She was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I never forget the night of spring formal, she came out of her dorm room, her and my other friend. But when she came out, she had on this black dress, which is my favorite dress because that was the first dress I felt like that I was able to like see her all dressed up in. We went to the dance and we had a good time. We really did. We danced with our friends and me and Deja wound up taking like a bunch of pictures. And I was just like, I don't know how she was, but I was really feeling DJ at this time. And I'll never forget, we got in the car and my best friend Lexus, and she got in, me and Deja sitting up there quiet and she slams door and she says, you two ain't slick. And then me and Deja turned around and looked and said, what you talking about? She was like, y'all like each other. We was like, what? DJ said, no. I said, we just friends, bro. And Lexus said, shut up, drive. Y'all like each other, bro. Y'all like each other. And then right after that, we started talking back and forth.
After that,
I would text her, but her nickname was Beautiful. She probably don't even remember that. But I used to text her all the time. She'd be like, good morning, beautiful, or hey, beautiful, what you doing, and stuff like that. And at that time, I had an Android. She didn't know. She was like, why your messages coming up green? Until one day I said, I got an iPhone. She said, oh, that explains why your messages was coming up green. You got an Android the whole time. And what's crazy about it, y'all, right? Me and DJ never made it official. We just literally just started dating.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I never asked her to be my girlfriend because I was going to do a big thing and was going to ask her at a restaurant on her birthday. But Missy Pooh right here was like, you ain't got to wait that long. You can do it right now. So
you can ask my daddy and do it right now.
Right. And so if you see her dad, I was like, oh no, we just won't date. But at that time, Bishop, I texted Bishop and told him I wanted to talk to him about dating his daughter. And so the whole time when we first started dating, I actually left because I'm in a group. So I left for the whole summer. Like I was gone for 2 months, 28 days, like almost 2 months, 28 days. And so, almost a month, really. Kind of like 2 months, really, because if you think about it, when I came back, I still was traveling back and forth. So it was like 2 months, really. And so, we made it through.
We made it through.
And we didn't even like know each other that well for me to be on the road that long. But that just go to show you it was meant for both of us. And the whole time I was gone, she was talking to her peoples because she was like, I don't know.
I was very unsure. Like, before you start dating, make sure you get to know that person like inside and out, because even though we know that we were, that we could see a future with each other, like there's still some steps that you just can't miss. So when we started like officially calling each other girlfriend and boyfriend, like we was just like, you do this, dang, you do that.
Like it was a lot of things
like,
about me that she was. I would say it was a lot of things about me that she wasn't used to, and God knows it was a lot of things about her I was not used to. In a way, it kind of caused us to like butt heads because neither one of us knew how to come to each other and be like, look, because we didn't know how each other would feel at that time. I mean, like now, it'll be 2 years now, so now we be like, look, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But at first, we were just like, nah. Which leads us to our next thing. So what was your first impression when you first met me?
Honestly, Tyler was not the type of guy that I would date or could picture myself with. Now, like, I love, like, his personality, the way he was in the church. Now, don't get me wrong. You want the person being in church, but you have to have the natural side,
you gotta
too.
Have a balance,
it has to be balanced. Like, the spiritual side can't outweigh the natural side. Because, like, it's gonna be
natural
like,
can't, vice versa, right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just giving yourself water and not food. You gotta balance
it out.
So, I did not picture myself with him at all.
No.
But as we started talking, I started being around him more. Like, his words really got me. And, like, he was so sweet. And he was different from all of the other guys. Because the other guys that I would talk to or that would converse with me. That would converse with me, like, most of them only wanted one thing, you know, and
what was that devil?
Like,
what was that devil?
They only wanted one thing.
What was that devil?
Most of them.
What was that one thing?
They want to get some, and they wasn't getting that.
They want to hit the truck and move.
Yeah, they was just trying to hit and quit. I was just like, I don't have to worry about that with Tyler, you know. I'm not saying that we don't have struggles or any problems of our own. We are not perfect.
Right.
Not at all.
We him. Hallelujah.
But like, I knew that he was not like the other guys that were trying to get with me just for a moment.
My first impression of DJ, like I said, because we was in school, I felt like she was so mean. But like when I finally got in college, you know, DJ really had a beautiful, and she still has a beautiful spirit. Like anybody that meets DJ will see the sincerity of her heart. Like her worship is so pure, and her passion for God is just so real. Like DJ would fast. I used to call her mother, cause every time I would try to hug on her, don't do that, and I just be like, look, I love the Lord, hallelujah. I love him, but we got a natural side as well. You know, there's nothing wrong with grabbing your hand or something like that. And DJ would just be like, I can't do that, I can't. And I used to be like, look here, mother. Jesus Christ. But I mean, that's how dedicated she was, man. Like DJ would fast. Ooh, yeah, every time I talked to her, she said, I'm going to another consecration. I was like, you just came off of a consecration. But it was because of what she was dealing with before me and her got together. So, you know, that's what I tell people all the time. But this is all jokes aside. Like, consecrations and fasts need to be just as bad as your sin is. What I mean by that, however big the mess that you come out of, to stay out that mess, that's how much you need to fast and stay before the Lord. And I didn't understand that at first about DJ, but now that I've gotten more mature in my growth and faith in God, I understand fasting keeps you and it denies your flesh, because this flesh is out of control, bro. Like, it's crazy. But I fell in love with DJ. Like, I fell in love with DJ. Now, at first, DJ, I tell you, she was not in love with me because I was very rambunctious, as my aunt would say. Like, very wild. Like, DJ was more used to guys that were laid back, chill. And then he got this loud mouth crazy. He come no every 2 second type dude, you know. She wasn't used to that. She didn't know how to explain it to me without me getting offended. And I would tell her, you know, you can tell me, but at the same time, of course, nobody wants to hear the truth. My impression of DJ really was spot on. Like, I knew she had a beautiful spirit. I knew immediately I wanted to be with her. I knew. Matter of fact, I told my mom, and I was like, I found me a dark chocolate. Girl, come to find out my grandmother and them already knew half her folks. I was like, well, look at God. Look at God just tying the families on over. So I was like, you know, hey, this is perfect. But I knew I wanted to marry. And even to this day, I would tell you, like, right now, I'm just as sure as I was back in August of 2017. Really, it was in July when we was registered. No, it was August. It was August of 2017. The same smile, same laughter. Like, even when DJ get pissed off and be like, I'm gonna do something dumb to make her laugh. Like, it never fails. It don't matter what I do, she's staying laughing at me. And I think that's the thing that I love about our relationship, because we both goofy. Especially when we get sleepy. When we get sleepy and full, we laugh, you'll think we high. Her beauty, her personality, her love for the Lord, and her love for life, period. Like, DJ was going through so much when I first got with her. You know, and I didn't really think that was what I wanted to be with. It was like the more I helped her and the more I gave her advice and I would pray for her. You know, I even had dreams about her. I told her one dream I had. But I had a dream one time, and I really think that dream was the reason that I got her. That got me.
Yeah, it was
with her. I had a dream, and I was just like, I told her about it. She was just like, oh my God, whatever.
I was crying. Like,
she was crying. I called her. She started crying like right after I called her, because she said she didn't expect me to call, because I felt in my spirit I wanted to pray with her. She said she's never experienced that, and she broke out in tears that day. And I was like, oh Lord, I got to cry, baby. But both of us cried, but I'm the one that like show mine. I will show you before she show you, and that's just how that is. But I love her just as much as I do now as I did then. My impression was, it was spot on. Like, I knew what I wanted, and I still know what I want. So,
amen.
Yeah. See how church mother she is. She ain't even have to add that. Amen.
Yes, we love each other. I love Tyler. You know, took me a little minute to warm up to stuff that he does, and I'm still getting warmed up to stuff that he does.
Used to it.
But I do love him, and I'm just so grateful that I didn't judge the book by its cover totally. I did judge him just a little bit, but you know, I didn't fall through with that judgment, you know. So I'm just glad that God opened my eyes up to see, even though we had our shortcomings, we had all the breaks and everything. I'm just so grateful. But yes, guys, this was our story time of how we met.
And our first impression of each other. So hey, if you're looking for somebody, wait, don't make nothing happen. I promise you, God hears and he knows the best timing. Because it took me, a minute before I found Deja. I mean, I knew Deja, I saw Deja, but God wouldn't allow me to really open my eyes until it was time. And if I had to open them way before the time God had it, ain't no telling what would have happened. You know, we probably sure enough wouldn't have been able to be with each other then. You know, so God knows what's best for you, man. He do. And he has that person for you.
Yeah.
And y'all, look, we've gone through some challenges. I mean, we broke up twice. Being together, we broke up twice, and so because we just was like, well, it was more so Deja was just feeling like she was just unsure about it, and even me, I've had my doubts, but the saying is true. When God put two people together, nothing, and I mean nothing, can tear you apart. The second time we broke up, we went almost maybe 2 months or 3 months without talking to each other, but it was as if we had left off right where we was. You know what I mean? And it was necessary for that break. It was because both of us learned things about ourselves that we didn't want to confront. And we had to deal with some personal issues of ourselves that we was trying to fight from each other. We were trying to make each other be like people we had been with, people we were used to. And we had to realize, hey, he's not like this person. She's not like this person. They are who God has meant them to be for me. And I have to learn to love them for who they are for me. And they have to learn to love me for who I am for them. This is our story time, so if y'all don't mind, enjoy the video. I hope y'all do. Yo, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Oh, thank you for subscribing to our channel. Like that,
so much.
Our first video was like, it ain't where we wanted it to be, but I mean, overnight, the views and the subscribers came. So like, thank y'all so much. We're not just gonna sit here and just talk to y'all, but we just wanted to. This is our first time getting it started, so we wanted to like introduce ourselves and probably give y'all a little background of who we are and how we met each other and stuff like that.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all so much.
And we will see y'all later.
Subscribe.
Peace.
Yeah.